Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here for a garage door in GTA 5. Now we're going to start with the basic, simple trash cars. In this simple garage here, we just have some of the, basically just the free cars, the free muscle cars, the race cars, the Gauntlet, Dominator, and Stallion. We also have a old Dinka Ballista compact there, and just a regular Dinka Ballista and a BMX bike. So this is just a very simple place. This is where we sort of store the extra vehicle, I guess you could say, and that's really all this place is. But in a second, we're going to go to the cool places and check out some of the awesome vehicles. So now we've arrived at our next garage. This is where we keep some of the cars that I like more, but they're probably not going to get much use. Over here, we have the Bullock and Prairie. It's kind of like a meme to have this car to a lot of people, but I think it's pretty cool. It is based off of a Hyundai, so I wanted to have that in the game. What are you doing, Soul? Soul's in here, little kid, trying to play with the wires. This is the Rune Churbeck, which is some Russian car, which is kind of just a meme as well, but I mean, this is actually a meme to own. I just bought it because it was super cheap. Next, we have the Izzy Classic, based off the Mini Cooper, the old Mini Cooper. This thing's really cool. I really like this car, and it's cool to have in the game, so that's why I bought it. Over here, Lamim said, oh, we have to do lowriders again a couple days ago, so I bought a minivan. And, yeah. It's dope. It's really not that cool, but it's a minivan. Next up, we have the Class A Hot Ring Saber, which is like it's a race car. It's pretty cool. I like this one a lot, but it didn't fit in the other garage anymore, so it just got stored here. And then the last car we have here is the Drift Tamp. It's a car that I wanted for a long time, but it's something used to in the sports car class, so I just kind of saved it, or didn't buy it, so now I have it. Let's go peep. So the next thing that we have is the Mobile Operations Center, which I do have here right now, currently, just parked on the road. It's pretty cool, though. I really like the livery design on it. And, can I get in the back of it? No? Alright. Well, that's our Mobile Operations Center. Soul! 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 Come on. Come here. Come here, Soul. Come here. Come here. Okay. She's trying to pull a wire. Alright. Yeah, so that's our Mobile Operations Center. Gotta kind of back it up. Come on. God. It's a disaster. There we go. Alright. We got it parked on the road. Can we, get into it now? Let's see. Maybe. Yeah. Alright. Alright, this is the next building that we have the Elegy Custom, Elegy Retro Custom, and just the regular Elegy here. Not really much, but this car is very important to what I gotta do. Look, you guys, this is Soul. Everybody say hi to Soul. This is your first video. This is your first video. Wow. Alright, I was gonna hold her, but she's like, no, I'm gone. Alright, well, we got two more places to go check out. To continue our vehicles update video, we got to go to planes now. First, we're gonna go peep. This is the Multok. This thing's pretty cool. It's very fast, and I'm very, very happy to have this car, this plane, I mean. This is something that I've wanted for a while since the plane came out, and I was finally able to get it recently. Next up here is the Miljet. It's a very, very big plane. It just fits 16 people, which is a lot considering I play with Lamim. That's it. So, never gonna have a need for a 16-person plane, but it's super dope to have it. Next up here is the Volatus helicopter. Now, I don't actually use this one that often, but I do use the CEO Volatus a real lot of times, so it's good to have it because then I get a free Volatus every time from the CEO thing. Next up in here is the free Cuban that just comes with buying the hanger. Everybody gets a free Cuban. So, there you go. I mean, it's an interesting plane to have. I'm never going to use it, but I have a Cuban. We have a Sea Breeze over here, which is really cool. It's nice to have a good plane that lands in the water. I do have the Dodo, which is in the back, just in storage, but this thing is a lot cooler to have because it's a little bit faster, and I believe you can put bombs on it as well. Next up, we do have our Nimbus, which is a lot smaller version than the Miljet. Honestly, it's kind of what it is, but the Nimbus is very cool. I like the Nimbus, and I fly. This is the first plane that I actually got that I could fly that was like dope and not a Dodo. Which I believe if we go back here and check, it is the only thing in storage. Yes. Because we can't have it on the floor, which is too bad. I kind of wanted all my planes out here, but whatever. The last one, though, is the Hydra. And I got it on the week that the Hydra was discounted. And the Hydra's a plane I've always liked. I think it's super cool that it flies up and then takes off. That made sense. But it takes off like a helicopter and flies forward. I've always thought that this is a cool plane. It kind of became a dank meme in GTA because everybody just agrees with it. But the Hydra is still a really, really cool plane. And it's probably one of my favorite planes in the game. So now we have one more place to go check out. So let's go check out the final. Alright, here we go. This is the final location. A lot of cool things are here, as you guys can see. But first we're going to start with the Avenger. Obviously you guys seen that I have the Mobile Operations Center earlier. But we also have an Avenger. This thing is super, super cool. Again, my one issue with this is that the bombs and the thing that rotated from being a helicopter to a plane are the same button. It just depends on how you hold it. One of them you hold down, and one of them you press, and it's annoying. But the next thing is the thruster, which is the jetpack, which is super, super dope. This thing was fun to fly around in GTA San Andreas a couple years ago when we played that game, so it's super dope to have it in here. Now the last three regular cars that we have are right here. We're going to start with the Flash GT, obviously based off of the Ford Fiesta rally car, so I had to get it because my cat's name is Fiesta. At the time, that's the only cat I had, I think. I don't know, but either way, my cat's named Fiesta, obviously one of them. But yeah, so I named Fiesta after the Ford Fiesta last year when I got Fiesta. Oh, I'm on the thing so you guys can see me talking. Hey, what's poppin', guys? Hey, guys, hey. Alright. Over here we have the Windsor Drop, which is super, super cool. Sort of a more luxury car that we're just gonna like cruise around in. And it's really, really cool. I like that one so much as well. I was happy to be able to buy it. Obviously, though, throwing it back to the oldest car that I own, the Progen T20. It may not be the oldest car in the game that I've obviously had at times, so I've had an adder, which is from the base game, but the car I've been able to keep the longest, the Progen T20, based off the McLaren P1, my favorite car, so of course I kept this car. Now we go to the other side of the facility. There's like 5 different things. The other side of the facility, we have the weaponized Tampa, which is super dope. I haven't got all the unlocks where I don't have the missiles or the mortars in the back, but once I get those, it seems to be fully complete. But it is super cool to have at the moment, and the fact that you can use the minigun on the top of it from inside is super cool. Next up, we have the APC tank, which I think this is also very cool. It looks like a duck boat, duck boat tank. But I think it's really cool. You can take it on the water, and it does tank things. It's not obviously the same as the tank next to it, but it does do the job that it has to do. Next up, we have the half track. Here, this one here is the only one that's not orange or pink of our cars, besides the Windsor Drop. But this here is this color because Lamim has the trailer, the anti-aircraft trailer. And we got matching liveries and colors, so we had to find a color we both agreed on, and this bright lime green was that color. So that's why this is a little bit different than all the other ones. Next up, we have the Night Shark. It's a super cool car. It's sort of like the updated version almost of the Insurgent, and I think it's pretty cool. I like to finally have this, and it also can tow things. That's pretty dope if you gotta tow things. But yeah, it's a dope thing to have. But the last thing here in the... You know, I sound like one of those channels where they say the same thing over and over for like everything. This is really cool. I'm interested in this. You know what I mean? That's what I sound like that. But the last thing is the Kanjali tank. And I never owned a tank till I owned this. I didn't own the Rhino tank. And to finally have a tank was super cool. But I finally got to have a tank, and I was pretty excited about that. And I like that it has so many different options, as long as like the regular tank, where it just shoots. Where this here, instead of minigun on the top, somebody else is doing things, and you can have more than one person in it, which is really cool. I think you can have 4, because I believe the back here, because I believe you have 2 doors here. I think these are doors in the back, yeah, right here in the middle. So I think the people in the back can do the grenades, and then whoever's in the passenger seat can control the machine gun at the top. Or minigun, or whatever gun it is, I don't know. Anyways, it's not a minigun. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know that it is very spicy. And we'll see you guys in the next one.